Liverpool, Bayern Munich starting 11 announced. Virgil van Dijk will wear the captain's armband permanently for the first time this afternoon as Liverpool face Bayern Munich in the pre-season friendly. The Dutchman was named captain earlier this week, replacing Jordan Henderson. It has also been officially confirmed that Trent Alexander-Arnold is co-captain. Curtis Jones returned to the team after helping win the U21 European Championship earlier this summer. He showed himself in a new role in the Reds' win over Leicester. The midfielder can continue against Bayern, and new signing Dominic Szoboszlai can also be used after the recent ankle strain. Thiago Alcantara, Stefan Bajcetic and Connor Bradley are not in the roster, but Jürgen Klopp has a full roster to choose from. Alisson Becker is expected to start at goal as Liverpool looks to extend their pre-season undefeated record. Liverpool's 11 against Bayern are as follows: Alisson in the goal, Alexander-Arnold at right back, Konate and Van Dijk in tandem at centre back, Robertson at left back, Jones, Szoboszlai and McAllister in midfield, Salah on the right wing, Nunez in the middle and Diaz on the left wing. Two major breakups at Liverpool have left Klopp relatively helpless in midfield at the moment. With the departure of Fabinho, there is almost no choice left in the deep midfielder role. That's why Klopp calls Curtis Jones in this area. Although there will definitely be a transfer to this region this summer, every possibility is being evaluated shortly before the start of the league. The Reds are close to signing Trey Nyoni. Liverpool are believed to be close to a deal to sign Leicester City youngster Trey Nyoni, according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. The Reds have been pretty busy so far in the transfer market this summer, with a string of inbounds and outbounds at Anfield ahead of the 2023-2024 Premier League campaign. Jürgen Klopp still has a lot of work to do in midfield. James Milner, Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain left the club after their contracts expired at the end of the previous season. Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai transferred from Brighton and Leipzig respectively to Merseyside for big money. However, the Reds have since lost to Jordan Henderson and Fabinho, who have completed two Saudi moves. Southampton's Romeo Lavia looks to be the next key target in midfield. Last week, Liverpool saw a £40 million opening bid rejected by the resisting Saints for a fee close to £50 million. Chelsea are also interested in the Belgian, but those at Anfield are preparing a better offer. And another young midfield gem, Nyoni, also seems to be gaining traction in Merseyside. The secret scout recently claimed that Liverpool are on track to win the race to sign Nyoni from Leicester after months of working on a deal. Romano said the Reds are close to making a deal for Nyoni, who will enter the club's academy, with Liverpool at an advanced stage to sign young defender Amora Nallo from West Ham. Liverpool are close to closing the deal to sign Leicester City's 16-year-old English midfielder Trey Nyoni. Another talent is coming for the academy. This follows the deal from West Ham for 2006-born centre-back Amora Nallo. As announced yesterday, he said, "Nyoni is only 16 years old and holds citizenship in both the UK and Zimbabwe, according to Transfermarkt. He made 18 appearances in all competitions last season for Leicester's U15 team, scoring twice and scoring one assist. Nyoni is believed to be one of the best midfielders in their age group according to the secret scout. Young has emerged as an offensive midfielder, central midfielder, winger and even a centre-forward in the past 12 months, showing his versatility at such a young age. It's good to see Liverpool looking to sign a number of exciting youngsters, especially as they have released 6 and sold for this summer. One of the youngsters already brought in is defender Harvey Owen from the Wolves, and it looks like Nyoni and Nallo could follow suit in the coming weeks. Klopp showed in the pre-season with 17-year-old Ben Doak that the winger was willing to trust the youth with goals scored against Leicester. So who knows, over time, we might even see Nyoni progress to the ace system at Anfield. Liverpool are now the club most interested in signing the dynamic 22-year-old this summer. Liverpool are currently the club with the greatest interest in signing Andre Trindade, who plays for Fluminense. Andre has emerged as a real alternative for Liverpool, who are struggling to reach a deal with Southampton for Romeo Lavia. As negotiations with the Championship club stall, the Reds are starting to look elsewhere. As of yesterday, it has been widely reported that Andre is at the top of this list of options. According to Portuguese journalist Bruno Andrade, the Reds are indeed the club in the driver's seat for the 22-year-old. Andrade said, "Liverpool, as previously reported, is the club that wants Andre the most. The role of Jorge Mendes weighs heavily in the final negotiation, he said. While the desire to follow Andre is genuine, the journalist also points out that Lavia remains a priority. But Jürgen Klopp's number one target is still Southampton's Romeo Lavia, Andrade said. Liverpool's lead in the chase for Andre was something that had not been given up until yesterday. There were earlier reports that Fulham was actually the most likely target for the Brazil national team player to begin with. More recently, there have been allegations that Portuguese giant Sporting are also pursuing it. Still, Liverpool are clearly a bigger club than either of these rivals, and the potential to win any battle for any player is immensely high if they come to grips with it. But in terms of a jump from Fluminense, Fulham or Sporting could be something more manageable for Andre. To be fair to him, he seems like a really talented player. Described as a dynamic by football analyst site Breaking the Lines, the player certainly has a very high ceiling. But right now, Liverpool really needs someone to get to the start of the first 11. Andre can do it, but he's far more likely to be comfortable in a Fulham or Sporting. Yet the fact that the Reds have both led astray shows that they are serious. Liverpool have been told they won't win anything this season if Curtis Jones starts at the bottom of the midfield this season. Steve Nicol talked about Liverpool's midfield riddle. Jürgen Klopp would have been aware that change was coming at the centre of the pitch for this side this summer. The four midfielders were set to leave at the end of their contracts when last season ended. Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai lined up to replace names like Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. However, the great influence of the Saudi League was felt at Anfield, and Jordan Henderson and Fabinho have now also left. This could mean that some of the club's younger players have been given a bigger role this season. Nicol has said that if Curtis Jones starts out as a regular midfielder for Liverpool, they won't be able to win anything next year. The 22-year-old was great last year and played in the European Under-21 Championship. But Jones rarely played as the deepest midfielder in Liverpool's system, and that could be a problem. Talking about Liverpool's prospects for next year, Nicol said, if Liverpool want to push for the Premier League title or Champions League, any of the big prizes, they need someone to play now and get the job done. They can't wait for Romeo Lavia to recover or hope to replace Curtis Jones. It won't win you Premier League titles or Champions League, he said. Jones is gearing up for a big season at Liverpool and hopes to start as many games as possible. However, he is not a defensive midfielder, and it will be a great challenge for him to play in this role. Anyone who plays with him needs to make up for his lack of experience in that field, and Jones would not be the most suitable candidate.